Welcome, you're watching Commercial Bank News Capsule. Sri Lanka free floated the Lankan rupee last week, although the move is almost too late. Economist and co-founder for Centre for a Smart Future, Anushka Wijesinha, states there will need to be a reckoning of costs imposed and the lasting economic impact of the previous approach. The move itself is seen as an effort to prevent a further crisis rather than a fast-seeing policy fix. Anushka, what would you recommend in terms of a credible and convincing macro framework?
It's important that we look beyond this recent rupee float because that was simply to try and prevent any further crisis, an undoing of a mistake, if you will, not so much a forward-looking policy fix. Moving forward, we have to immediately reintroduce the fuel pricing formula, raise policy rates, which are currently at negative real interest rates because inflation is at about 15%, and consolidate the budget. On this last point, any other time I can understand the apprehension to go in for an IMF program because of the inevitable belt tightening, expenditure rationalization, and austerity measures that would be recommended, and the government not wanting to do that. But here we are, where all of these things are happening already, even without an IMF program. So why not just go in for a holistic program of reform that takes the necessary steps towards macro stability and begins to build up investor confidence? On this, the idea that we can do this alone with so-called homegrown solutions is a fallacy and frankly false bravado. We are a relatively small economy, part of a larger global financial and trading system. To my mind, the only aspect of a plan that should be homegrown should be the part where we consider the pain being endured in homes right now. School children having to study by candlelight, small shops having to throw away spoiled produce, daily wage earners unable to come to work because of fewer buses, and so on. We have to take measures that make sense in the large scheme of things and set us on the right path.
So if you like our show, subscribe and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn.